Get out of here. Get out of here. If I got told by the good Lord, you can have one meal for the rest of your life every night for dinner, this might be it. That's how good this is. Hey guys, I'm Greg Hudson, host of America's Best Restaurants, where we scour the country, checking out hidden gems and, of course, your local favorites. And man, did we get a recommendation today. We're in West Bend, Wisconsin, at a place called Jugs Hitching Post, owned by Jason Jug, who's serving up things like cream of duck soup. He's got prime rib night, which thankfully we are here for, and an inside that feels like a cozy log cabin, and an outside that feels like you are on the Amalfi Coast in Italy. It just worked. So come on in to Jugs Hitching Post. Oh, baby, look at this place. Jason Jug.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing very well,
Good.
as I live and breathe. I just wanted to say that because this has like a saloon feel to it.
Okay.
Man, this is awesome. Thanks for having us today,
Hey,
brother.
You're welcome.
This is great. How
It's
long
an
have you
honor
owned
to
this
have you
place?
17 years.
17 years. And was it like this before you took over?
No, it was, there's a lot of construction that went into this project, yeah.
Because this is just beautiful. I guess so your vision for this place was sort of the wood and the saloon feel that you get when you come in here.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, this is so unique. So this was all your idea?
Pretty much, yeah. It was a lot. I had, carpenters help me out and stuff like that.
I mean, even things, the details down like the table. So there's like reclaimed wood.
Yes,
some of
that's
these tables?
actually cypress.
Beautiful. Okay, let's talk food, man, because that's why we're here. Oh, well, there we go. Thank you, good sir. What's this, brother?
This is the twisted ribs that we have with the cayenne pepper sauce and sesame seed. And this is our seafood bruschetta.
You say Korean pepper?
Yes.
Okay, where do we start? What do you think? Where should we dig in?
I would think the seafood bruschetta.
Let's do bruschetta, okay. Grab one of these. Grab one, man.
Okay.
Ooh, this bread's nice and soft. And you said it's a seafood bruschetta.
Yes.
So talk me through it, man. What kind of toppings we got?
There's lobster, shrimp, salmon, and a garlic herb cheese. And then we got a bruschetta topping on there and a balsamic glaze.
Beautiful. I mean, this just looks like artwork to begin with. Yeah, man, look at this. Check this out, man. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna dig in. Here we go. Moment of truth. Oh man, that's fantastic. That really is. I'm gonna be really honest with you, and even you at home. I'm sure when you think bruschetta, you don't necessarily think seafood right away.
Right.
And you're kind of thinking, is that gonna work? I don't know. This works, man. This just works. Was this your recipe? Who came up with this?
One of my chefs did.
And the bread's so tender. I like you still get the crispy, crunchy flakiness on the outside, but super tender, and it just absorbs the juice from the tomato, from the balsamic. That's dynamite, man.
It's like an artesian bread we use.
That's the secret weapon in that bruschetta, man. That bread, super fresh.
Good.
Super fresh, nice and soft. Well done. And anything ribs, you can't go wrong. So let's go with some ribs here, man. Tell me about the ribs.
Baby back ribs, pork. We cook them for probably just over 3 hours, I'd say.
Okay. You gonna have one, man?
It's just an appetizer, so.
Well, it's more than just an appetizer, man. This looks delicious. Oh. Off the bone tender. Off the bone tender. How are you cooking these?
We char them on the grill, and then we just slowly roast them, simmer them.
I mean, it's almost like these have been sous vide or something, because the way the meat, it just falls right off. Love that sauce.
Good.
Too.
Thanks.
A little bit of heat, not too much though.
Right.
Just a little in the back of the palate, man. Beautiful.
Yep, and we offer with a barbecue too, and a sweet habanero as well too.
Oh, that's dynamite. That's fantastic. Man, if this is where we're starting, I can't wait to see what's coming up. What else are we going to be trying today?
I'd like to try a captain's catch that has a combination of shrimp, perch, breaded cod, and then a potato, and then that's going to be served with a seafood crawfish, CAJUN crawfish soup. bisque. Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, you're big on your soups, right?
Yeah.
Like you make the soups yourself.
Yes, I make the soup myself.
That's incredible. I'm looking forward to trying that. All right, well listen, let's polish off a couple ribs, some bruschetta. We'll get ready to eat, but I really want to get your story. And we've been walking around outside. This place is gorgeous. It's not what you expect. I mean, as you're driving through town, you go down this road and you see a line of trees. You pass that clearing and it opens up to Jugs Hitching Post.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unlike anything you would expect when you come out here. Mm-hmm. And I know you've got snowmobilers that come in when the winter time and everything else.
Yeah,
so.
if we have snow, we're just packed. I call it, instead of snowflakes, it's gold flakes.
Gold for you, yes.
Yeah, right.
It's busy as heck if that's the case. Well, luckily it's not snowing today. It's a beautiful day outside. So if you don't mind, man, why don't you show me around? I want to see the outside and hear more about how you started this.
Okay, all right. Sounds good.
Let's go, brother. Oh man, Jason, you were holding out on me, man. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
What a unique experience out here. And you know what I love too? This is so different than what we get inside.
Uh-huh.
Did you put all this together too?
Yeah, pretty much. It was supposed to just be a little fireplace, and then I'm like, well, let's do a water feature. And then it just went from there, and then more footings and more concrete, more stonework, and we actually have a torch on top too. It's a real flame.
You have a torch?
Yeah, there's a torch. It's like probably a 3-foot torch, actual gas, but we turn that on at night if there's a lot of people out here, because it's like $10 an hour to run with gas.
Wow, that's a serious torch then.
Yeah.
That's no joke.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And so what's your thought process as you're putting this restaurant together? Because again, I can't say it enough, incredibly unique. Inside we saw like the wood. Mm-hmm. It felt like a cozy cabin almost for the winter time, which winters in Wisconsin, let's be honest, you know. And then you come out here and I feel like I'm in an Italian grotto. What was your thought process as you're building this thing out?
Like I said, I kind of wanted, I had to have the gates around it just because we're serving alcohol out here.
Sure.
For that reason. Everything was basically custom, especially for this application. We also have a heated floor in here as well too. So,
a heated floor?
Yeah, there's a hydronic floor. So that's basically in the winter time, we keep it at 40 so it just melts the snow so people can still walk out here. Then if we have snowmobilers can come through here too as well and put their gear out here. Sometimes they do that too.
How fun would that be? Can you imagine? You're just, snowmobiling around Wisconsin. You pull up, you park your snowmobile, you come into Jugs Hitching Post, have a meal, have a beer, heated floor outside if it's not too bad.
Right.
Again, I can't stress this enough how unique this is, not just for where we are. This would be unique in any city in the country. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I just can't understand what you were thinking. Like, how did you come up with it is what I wanted to know. How did that happen?
Well, it first started in the inside. And then a few years after that, I would say 5-6 years after that, then I wanted an outdoor patio just to give people an outdoor experience.
So it's been a labor of love over time then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know we're going to try some food in just a moment. What was your story with the menu? When you sat down, you're putting the menu together for this place. What went through your mind? What was the idea, the design for that?
I wanted something simple, some unique items. Over the course of the 17 years I've been here, our menu has grown quite a lot. We're kind of maxed out right now. My goal next year is we'd like to expand the restaurant on our second level and make it more of a lodgy feel upstairs with like elk heads and deer heads and buffalo heads and we'd probably even offer some more higher end steaks and different dishes and pastas as well with that. So yeah, my goal next year is to make the whole place in one whole restaurant. So
that sounds great to me, man. And I mean, listen, if you're already serving prime rib and lobster and duck soup and all of these things that we're about to try, by the way, so stick around for that. I can't imagine how you're going to expand this menu even more, man. But whatever you're doing it the right way. But it's a beautiful day outside. I think maybe we sit outside and have a bite. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
Oh, man. Here we go. Food is right around the corner. Well, listen, it's a beautiful Wisconsin summer day, so you know, Jason and I decided let's just sit outside and eat, man. It's beautiful. We got the waterfall behind us, and we got the Captain's Catch.
Yes.
Talk me through this, man. What's in the Captain's Catch? I
We
see
have
the
our
different items.
traditional breaded cod that we serve, I would say roughly 400 pounds a week.
400 pounds a week
Yeah.
of cod?
Yep. And then we got our
Man.
perch, lake perch, and then our jumbo breaded shrimp. That's all hand breaded.
Beautiful. So where do we start here? What would you do? Because I've never had this before. What should I start with the perch?
Yeah, why don't you start with the perch
All
and
right.
then give the cod a little resting time?
You gonna eat with me?
Sure, why not?
Here we go. Oh man. That's dynamite. You know what I love about this too? When you think about a fish fry, you hear people talk about a fish fry. Sometimes it can be so overly breaded that that's all you taste. What kind of breading is this? It's not a cornmeal, but it's so light.
It is
so-
like a cornmeal.
It is similar? That's what you want because you get to taste that fish. You're just tasting the fresh fish, man. That's delicious. Wonderful job with that.
Great.
What are we doing next?
The shrimp.
The shrimp, okay? Little
Absolutely.
cocktail sauce, little
Absolutely.
dipper.
Mhm.
Those are massive, by the way. Look at this. When you get fried shrimp, this is what you want. You don't want little baby shrimp, you want that thing. That's wonderful. This really is a Captain's Catch, man.
Yeah.
Cooked to perfection. Cooked to perfection, man. Again, not rubbery, very delicate. That's outstanding.
Light, yes.
All right, this has been staring me in the face, bro.
Yeah, that's our famous cod. We've won several awards on that too.
Really? And you guys do fish fries here on Fridays, right?
Yes.
Is that a Wisconsin thing, doing fish fries?
Yes, it is.
No hesitation. You're like, yes, it definitely is. Wow. Again, delicate. And again, with the breading. Man, that is gorgeous.
And then we make our coleslaw homemade, our cocktail sauce homemade.
Hold on. I know why you sell 200 pounds a week of that now. That's dynamite. That is fantastic. What? Tell me what's in the seasoning here. I see some seasoning in the breadcrumb.
That's just parsley.
That's it?
Yep.
Is there anything else in the dredge or? It's so light but so flavorful.
What's nice about this cod too is if you want to, heat it up the next day, you can just put it in the oven. It stays crispy that way.
Making a mess over here. And that's the key. I think that's what's really getting me is, first of all, cod is a delicious fish as it is. But the crunch and the texture on that breading, whatever it is that you're using, man, is fantastic. It's
Thanks.
excellent.
Thanks.
And you said you make this in-house, coleslaw?
Yep.
Big pepper guy in the coleslaw. That's great. You know what I would almost do if I was here? Just on a casual afternoon, man. I'd take this bread, I'd slap a little coleslaw on there, put that fish, make a little sandwich with it. And this is all just so dynamite.
Great.
So fantastic. And we need to try the soup.
Okay.
Because I can tell when we were talking off camera, you kind of lit up a little bit when you talk about your soups. It seems like it's a real sense of pride for you. You do these all yourself.
Yes, I do. That's a CAJUN crawfish soup.
Okay. So what kind of spices are in here? What's the preparation
I have
like?
some cayenne in there. There's heavy whipping cream, asparagus, Cajun, obviously, garlic.
And what's the prep time on this? How long does this take you to make a batch of?
I would say about an hour and a half, maybe.
Wonderful. Okay, here we go.
After all the prep and stuff.
I'll be really honest, I'm a big crawfish
Okay.
guy. Love crawfish. And anything Cajun, really, is kind of my thing. Salute. Man, that's delicious.
Oh, thanks.
That is delicious. Wow.
Yeah, if a guy from New Orleans tells me it's good soup, it must be good soup.
This is just dynamite. I love this. And it's got a little kick to it, which
Yeah.
Cajun food you want. But I will tell you, if you're not a big fan of spicy, it's okay. There is a little heat on the back end. And you got some nice chunks of crawfish in there, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful chunks of crawfish. What's your favorite soup to make?
My favorite soup. I probably have over 100 different recipes in my head, so nothing's written down.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
How many do you make at the restaurant? Or do you rotate them?
I rotate everything out.
Any staples that stay on the menu all the time?
We have a cream of duck soup, we call it, and that's been a staple in our family for probably 40 years, I would say.
Cream of duck soup.
Yeah, cream of duck.
Very
It's
interesting.
just a lot that goes into that. We got to roast all the ducks, peel all the ducks.
So you're doing this like seriously from scratch.
Pretty much.
You're
yeah.
peeling ducks over here.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
It's a lot of time though to make that soup.
I
Then you're
understand.
taking the carcasses and simmering them for like 3 hours, you know.
My goodness. Well, you can definitely tell that you do it the right way and you do it from scratch with this. And I know you've got something special coming up for us next. What are we going to be tasting after this?
We're gonna do a prime rib and lobster with cream of duck soup.
We're going to get the cream of duck soup.
Yep. Just made it special for you.
So as we're sitting here talking and he mentions the cream of duck soup in the preparation, in my head, I didn't say it out loud. I was like, man, I hope we get to taste that. I hope I get to taste the cream of duck soup. So I'm so glad you said that just now. And we're live, we're on camera. I don't mind telling you that that's what was going through my head.
Okay.
I was really thinking about that. All right, so probably gonna take a few more bites of soup after that. We got what? Prime rib, we got lobster, and cream of duck soup.
Yep.
That's right around the corner. This is fantastic.
Thanks.
Good stuff. So we're back with the main attraction. I feel like I'm like dining with the Great Gatsby right now. We've got the foliage back here, beautiful shrubbery, a water fountain, beautiful brick, cream of duck soup
Yep.
in front of me, prime rib and a lobster tail. All I need now is a glass of champagne and a tuxedo. This is awesome, man. Are you kidding me?
Thanks.
We'll start with the duck soup.
Okay.
Because first of all, I've never had duck soup at all. I'm a big fan of duck breast. But what's in the duck soup, man? It sounds like it takes a while to make.
It does. I was explaining that earlier. We take the ducks, we roast the ducks, and then we simmer the carcasses of the ducks for like probably 3 hours. And then onion, celery, carrots, heavy whipping cream, a lot of heavy whipping cream.
Let's go. Oh man, this looks delicious. And by the way, before we started shooting, I could smell it. And I'm like, come on, can we just go? Can we go? All right, let's dig in. Here we go. Jason, let's go. Oh, that's phenomenal. You know what that is? That's velvety. Very velvety. And you get, that duck is fantastic. Duck has its own unique, distinct flavor, and you just get the essence of that along with that cream. I've never heard of cream of duck soup before. I know you said it's a family recipe, but
It is. It's one of our staples.
Yeah.
We actually have people call us and ask us when we're serving duck again. So,
I mean, it's excellent.
thanks.
I just can't think of another word other than just velvety and decadent. Just that great, that duck meat is shredded nicely in there. So it's not, it balances well with the carrots, with the celery that's in there. Unbelievable. This is how you know how good this is. I have a prime rib and a lobster tail staring me in the face, and I just keep going back, taking bites of duck soup right now. I can't help it. I'm gonna get to you in a second. That's outstanding.
Good. I'm happy you enjoyed it.
That's outstanding. Do you eat a lot of this yourself?
No.
No? After eating
No,
it?
I try
probably
it. I don't really have any recipes on paper per
It's
se.
all up here?
Yeah, so pretty much, yeah.
And you said that this has been passed down in your family, or?
Not really. My dad actually came up with the recipe.
Okay.
That was like 40 years ago, so.
Well, Dad, you're doing it right. Okay. Prime rib. Talk to me about this, man. What's the preparation like?
We season them the night before. We cook them in an alto shim at a really low temperature. So literally in the oven for probably 14 hours.
Yeah, you can tell. I could cut that with a plastic spoon if I wanted to. And any seasonings, rubs, or anything you put on it? You just let the meat stand for itself?
We use 5 different seasonings. And then like we also use a kitchen bouquet too.
Oh.
Just to help brown it a little bit, so.
Beautiful. And what about the jus? I want to dip.
It's a little salty, the au jus, but it just complements the prime rib.
All right. And you have a prime rib day of the week, right?
Yeah, we have prime rib on Thursdays. It starts at, we serve sandwiches for lunch, and then at nighttime we do the whole dinner. You can get prime rib and shrimp, prime rib and lobster, or the prime rib by itself. We also offer a 69-ounce prime rib.
What?
Yeah, it's 4.5 pounds of meat, basically.
You heard the challenge.
Yeah.
Anybody watching? You
1
heard the
hour.
challenge.
You have 1 hour to eat it.
You have 1 hour to. Can you think about it? You're gaining 4.5 pounds in 1 hour.
Yeah, we've had people do it too.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
No way. Nobody's
I don't make
finished
them eat all the, if there's any fat or, big chunks of fat, I don't make them eat that. So.
Gristle or anything.
But they do have to eat the soup, salad, and then the starch with that.
This is beautiful. Oh, man. That's outstanding. That is outstanding. And by the way, if you're keeping score at home, by design, not by mistake, that we're shooting this episode on a Thursday. Just wanted you to know that.
Right.
This is incredible.
And then Saturdays as well, too.
Man. This is outstanding. How much prime rib do you go through on Thursdays and Saturdays, man?
Usually about, I would say about 90 pounds usually. 80.
90 pounds?
Yeah, I would say 90 pounds.
So we're talking about 200 pounds of what, the cod per week.
Yeah, I would say
then
200 and a total of 400 pounds of fish.
400 pounds of fish, 90 pounds of prime rib.
Yeah.
You're doing it right, man. The seasoning on that is just right. Prime rib, again, you could do salt and pepper and it's gonna stand on its own. It's perfect. But whatever seasoning blend you're putting on that, what I love is it's soaking all the way through the meat. It's not just on the outside.
Right.
It permeates into that meat. So whatever you're doing, man, you're doing it the right way. Okay, this is my weakness right here. This is my weakness.
I just usually pull the whole tail off.
Yeah? You want to have some? I feel bad I'm eating all this, man. You're sitting right here.
It's lunchtime.
You don't want any?
No.
What's the seasoning on the lobster? What's the preparation?
He cuts the tails. It's the cold water tails.
Okay.
And then it's just a little paprika on top and butter. And then we use a clarified butter too as well for dipping.
Oh, that's the dipping a lobster tail is one of the great things in this life. It's taking a wonderful lobster tail, dipping it in that clarified butter. And also, if you're at home, I love that you use the cold water lobster tail. Those are normally a lot sweeter than the warm water lobster tails that you get from the Caribbean, which, by the way, delicious as well. But you normally find that the cold water lobster tails are a lot more delicate, a lot more tender, and they just the sweetness. Yeah, the sweetness is fantastic. Are you sure you don't want some of this, man? I feel terrible right now. Look at that glisten. Yes, Mr. Gatsby, I will have some more lobster tail. That is gorgeous. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's delicious. And the preparation is perfect. And if this is what you're putting out in the kitchen this consistently, home run.
Thanks.
I mean, if I got told by the good Lord, you can have one meal for the rest of your life every night for dinner, this might be it. That's how good this is. Prime rib and lobster tail. This is outstanding. Yeah, I feel terrible, man. You want to bite some soup, something?
No, that's all right.
You have this all the time?
Yeah, I pretty much do.
So you go home and you just make like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No.
You have to taste this all day?
No, but sometimes I'll take some steaks from here and just take them to my house. My main proteins.
Listen, Jason, this has been just an incredible day.
Good.
Completely unexpected to come out here in the middle of Wisconsin. You turn a corner, you pass some trees, all of a sudden it opens up into Jugs Hitching Post, man. And you're just doing it the right way. Thank you so much for having us out, brother.
Absolutely.
And where can people find you online? Social media, website?
Yeah, social media, Facebook, jugs hitching post.com. And that's pretty much it.
Well, make sure you do find them if you're traveling through Wisconsin. You find yourself up this way. You will not be disappointed at all. So thanks for having us, and thank you guys for joining us. This has been a great day. You know what? We're going to stop rolling probably, and I'm just going to hang out. That's how incredible it is here. But thanks for watching. Here's what I want you to do. Like, subscribe, share, and in the comments below, have you had duck soup before? Have you had it before? It's incredible. I want to know if you've had duck soup and what you would order if you came here to Jugs Hitching Post. We had a blast. We'll see you next time on America's Best Restaurants. I'm taking this last bite.